Yesterday we put that bee escape on, and doesn't seem to have done a whole lot of good, but that's okay. With as many hive beetles as I was seeing, I really didn't want that honey to sit without bees for very long, because the hive beetles would have just ruined it. So I have my trusty Ryobi 40-volt leaf blower, and that's way overkill for this, but you can get away with an 18 or even a 24, I think it's 12, 18, 24 volt models, smaller, more handheld, much lighter weight, probably a better solution for this, but you know, it's what I got. Die, hive beetle, die. Make sure there wasn't a bee climbing up there. Woohoo! All right, on to the next one. Die, hive beetles, die, 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 die. You too. My wife and I went ahead and jarred up 12 jars earlier today. Our number one jar is gone because, well, that's our first jar of the season. We keep that for ourselves. Now I'm in South Carolina, and South Carolina Department of Agriculture regulates that a pint of honey is 22 ounces. And the way I verify that is the good old kitchen scale. You just turn it on. We get a jar. The jar on the scale, hit our tare. Some people will do this for all of their jars. They'll basically pour straight onto the scale. I don't like doing that mainly because my scale tips around and it's easier. Paint cans work really well for putting my pint jar underneath. Actually, it's not a pint. What is it, a quart? Anyway, these small paint cans work great for letting me slide my pint jars underneath them. So then we just loosen our wing nuts slightly. Let the honey flow in. You don't want to let it go too fast because that's the last little bit. It's tricky. It's not going to shut off and stop flowing immediately when you think it will. And it takes a little practice, but you'll get the hang of it after a few major spills. And just like I didn't do, you should always have your empty ready to slide right under there. Okay, now that's way over. I'll pull a little bit out of that because that's way over. Also, when you're jarring up honey, having a wet rag nearby, just kind of give that little wipe to take care of the honey, because just a little bit of honey can cover your entire work surface. There we go. 1 pound, 6.6 ounces. That's close enough for government work. And that's all there is to it. So I do use two-piece lids, and I use two-piece lids for a very good reason. I didn't until a couple years ago, and I started getting requests for it, and I was wondering why. And so I started asking my people buying from me why they wanted the split lid or the two-piece lid like this. And they said they replaced the inner lid here with a honey dipper. I think that's what they're called. And the two-piece lid works for that. The one-piece lid doesn't. So I've switched to the two-piece lids. I've not had any complaints about it. I personally prefer the single lid, but that's fine. It's what people want. All right, I'm going to end the video here. I believe that about covers it. That's 30 pints of honey. I probably have, I don't know, maybe 2 to 4 more pints down in there. I still have to process down my cappings, and there's still some draining out of the extractor. So all in all, probably it's going to be, if I had to guess, 34 to 36 pints. So that's going to be all for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please hit that like button. And as always, thanks for joining me on the farm.